Good morning, children. First of all, I would like to say the importance of handwriting. Generally, handwriting is a very important aspect of student life because up to the 10th class or up to the board exam, no oral examination will be conducted. No oral examination will be conducted up to the board exam or 10th class. Just you have to present your answers in the answer booklet. On the basis of your performance in the answer booklet only, you will be awarded the marks. It means you have to write that answer sheet or answer booklet with good handwriting and a neat presentation. Then only you can get good marks and good grades also. Okay? So, practice a good handwriting. Okay? Now, I am going to say about the Lucida handwriting. Lucida, Lucida. It is a new font of handwriting which is introduced in our Sri Chaitanya in the year of 2014. From then onwards, we are getting good grades in our SSC public examinations. Okay? Now, about the Lucida handwriting. Any handwriting, either it is Lucida or it is cursive, whatever it may be, whichever it may be. Generally, it is written in 4 lines. These 4 lines have 4 different names. They are the first line, second line, third line, fourth line. The first line is known as the upper line. The second line is known as control line. The third line is known as base line. And the fourth line is known as the lower line. These 4 lines, upper, control, base and lower lines, make 3 zones. Zone means it is nothing but a place where a particular letter is written. Zone means a place where a particular letter is written. For example, upper zone. Some letters are written among the first 3 lines. Some letters are written among the first 3 lines. This space is known as upper zone because it is laid in the upper part of this 4 lines pattern. That is why this zone is known as the upper zone. Next, the middle zone. Some letters are written between the control and base lines. It means between the second and third lines. This space is laid in the middle of this 4 lines pattern. That is why this zone is known as the middle zone. And some letters are written among the last 3 lines. This space is laid in the lower part of this 4 lines pattern. That is why this zone is known as the lower zone. Upper zone, middle zone and lower zone. Okay? There is no any other zone except these 3. Upper, middle and lower. But some letters are written among all the 3 zones. Among the upper zone, middle zone and lower zone. Those letters are known as the mixed zone letters or free zone letters. Those letters are known as the mixed zone letters or free zone letters. Okay. Now I am going to write the upper zone letters on the board with the help of these strokes. These are the strokes which help us to write these upper zone, middle zone and lower zone letters. First of all, I am going to write the small letters in the upper zone, because small letters, they are the important part of our handwriting, because most of the handwriting is written in the small letters, in the second type of letters only. Okay, so I am going to write the second type of letters, it means small letters, with the help of this stroke in the upper zone. Okay, the strokes which are used to write these upper zone letters are, this is the first stroke and this is the second stroke. With the help of these two strokes, I will write the upper zone letters on the board. The first upper zone letter is B. The first stroke, upper zone stroke. The second stroke, oval shape. This is the way of writing B. And next D. With the help of this oval shape and the upper zone stroke, we should write D in this way. Next, F. F is written in the all three zones, in the upper zone, in the middle zone, as well as in the lower zone. That is why this letter is known as the mixed zone letter or free zone letter. Okay. The next upper zone letter is H. And the next upper zone letter is K. With the help of the same upper zone stroke, a small calyx in oval shape and a stroke at the bottom. Next, L. This is the way of writing L. And the next letter is T. Regarding T, we should be careful, because the other letters of the upper zone have taken a slant towards the right side at the top, but T doesn't take any slant, just it is a straight line and a curve at the bottom. A stroke or hyphen will be given at the top of the letter. This is the correct way of writing T, but somebody used to write in this way. This is not the correct way of writing T. Okay, these 6 letters are the upper zone letters, along with one mixed zone letter, that is F. These 7 are the upper zone letters. Okay, F I have written here because it is the mixed zone letter. It can be written in all the 3 zones. That is why I have written here also. Next, how to write these letters in the proper way. Somebody used to write B in this way. This is not the correct way of writing B. This is the correct way of writing B. D. This is the correct way of writing D. Not like this we should write. H, K, L. Somebody used to write L in this way. Gradually it will become into C, the capital C. So this is the wrong way of writing L. Just it is written like this, taking a slant at the top. From the slant it is almost a straight line, and a small hyphen should be given to the right side of the letter. This is the right way of writing L. Okay? And somebody used to write H in this way, like this and like this. These are all the wrong ways of writing H in the proper way. This is the correct way of writing H. We should not make an angle at the top like this. We should not make an angle at the top. Like this also we should not write. It is only written with the help of the upper joint stroke and a stroke in the base joint. Okay.